What's up, witches? Just get a little bit of a collective message going on. Someone's got something they want to say. Something along the lines of that going on. We'll see in just a second. Pick up the general energies. The main energies that we're working with right now. We've got Leo. We got Uranus. We got 12. Definitely got something going along with the lines of romance. Focus on the feminine here. Something about harvest, seeds that have been planted, right? Flight and movement getting ready to take place. Something that's in the secret. Let's pick up on the kind of energies we're dealing with here. And maybe I was thinking that the rooms were all on fire every time you walked in the room, and a lotus cannot bloom in a garden built for a rose. I had the sense that somebody felt someone was too big for where they were. Funny how a melody sounds like a memory. It's too easy to be myself with you. The best curse ever is may the full horrors of your actions be revealed to you. Touche, pussycat. Just fear me, love me, do as I say, and I will be your slave. Definitely get that vibe, right? That vibe Jared saw Sarah, right? Someone who stood out in that town, right? Could be a lot of telepathic messages with music, right? Someone who feels like they could be very, very easy around themselves with you. They're learning. The full force of karma, the best curse ever, may the full horror of all your actions be revealed to you. I feel like a bluff might have been called here with touche, pussycat. And there's something, just fear me, love me, do as I say, and I will be your slave. It's like, get the sense of like taking turns with being in charge, or certain people being in charge of certain things, or definitely wanting to lay down some solid, black and white ground rules, right? Okay, guys. Let's do past life energy on this. With that 12. With the romance again, right? We got love here in the middle, right? Someone has always had an issue with authority figures, right? Like you or this other person can always have a hard time with authority figures. So there's definitely some sort of separation or space here. Something going on with transportation. Definitely surrounding love and heart, right? But there's definitely some finance things going on here. Get some more on that here in a little bit. The shadow. The shadows that's in the way right now. Ooh, we got a bunch. Alright, so here's the deal. I feel like these are shadows because they came out reversed, and I usually don't do this way, but this is just how it's coming to me. These are things that these two have already gone through, or have gone through, or going through. One or the other, right, has dealt with parasites. Figuring out who's parasitic in their life and who's not, right? They've gotten over this ego, I won't cry for you, non-emotional type of thing, and this gilded regret. They're coming out of a gilded regret, which could be why there's such a financial issue right now, right? Got is this me? This is someone who has had to really take a hard look in the mirror and ask themselves, am I really this person? Am I this weak? Am I this broken? I am this. You know what I'm saying? And really remember core who you are, like through your ancestors and everything. We got blinded to the pain. Right? And that's like the appearance of jewelry and the appearance of all these beautiful things, but it's really just buzzing flies, right? And they're kind of blinding themselves to the pain right now. So those are the shadows that are still at play, is people blinding themselves to the pain and they're still struggling with who they are. They're both stuck in the symmetry of it though, right? There's still all these signs, all these messages, all these things. It's like you can't ask for signs and then act like you don't see them. Let's go ahead and get into the 3D, 40, 5D of this. Definitely, even on the 5D, it starts out with the rite of passage, though, with the 6 of Swords. You get the way in this deck where they're, like, waving that flag, like, that's part of it, right? Like, the kid's, like, pointing at the holes in the boat. He's like, there's some swords in the boat. The other person's waving a flag, like, yeah, I'm aware. We might need some help. That's on the 5D. We'll get more into that here in a minute. Let's go. So here we got the Divine Feminine here from the beginning, from that room reading. She's a Queen of Swords here. She's got her mask down off of her, but she's still overseeing everything. Two aces, too. Okay. There's definitely been, we got flight here again with those aviator wings here on this 8 of Rods. There's definitely been some very quick movement here. Probably something to do. It could have even been this Queen of Swords that's taken this rite of passage, right? So they're like, what, all these, like, I'm sorry, what, like, there's so many holes drilled in my boat, please, I need help, right? Type of energy, right? Loud burdens, right? There was some victories, though. There was victories that brought balance, but there's definitely some lies still going around. Or there's some sort of lying energy here. This 7 of Swords. So on the 40 here, you have the Queen of Swords with the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups. Right, this person has a better hand than it may appear. Like I said, the 3D doesn't necessarily, the 3D doesn't necessarily represent what is actually happening. It's a representation of what people perceive, right? So just with some of the way this is laying, like there's the 7 again, the 7's the Chariot here. I'm just getting this essence of those lies could have nothing to do with this person, or it could be lies about this person, or the reason this person made all these moves was because of these lies, right? And it's more of a victory. Yeah. That's all it is to it. This person oversaw everything, dropped the mask, made a move towards victory, right? From a heart-based center, right? You got this devil that they needed to break chains from, right? To get back into their power. Right? The devil energy here, especially on the 40, because this is like the telepathic connections, that's an obsessive connection, right? That's an obsessive connection that leads to obsessive thoughts, that leads to numbing behaviors to try to stop the obsessive thoughts, right? And someone really needed to gain power back over that. On the 5D, like I said, we got this 6 of Swords, right? Somebody took off, right? You got the 4 swords in the boat, the kids pointing at the swords in the boat, and they're raising the flag, right? You get this 5 of Swords energy, though. But in this deck, I always say it's weird how they're trying to sneak off with 3 swords like that. Like they made a decision to try to sneak off with 3 swords. Because there's still some secrets. There might not be outright lies, but there definitely is still some secrets around the situation. Whatever there's secrets around the situation, right? And this is right in between the transportation and the love card, right? Yeah, I even get a humbling to the authority figures, humbling to the authority, right? So this line is almost playing like 60 at this point, right, to the 5D. Like there's a humbling to the authority figures. There's still some sort of really strong connection, some sort of third-party connection, right? Even if you're aware of it or not, it's some sort of link or connection that makes a person make decisions that they might not have otherwise made, right? And there's still a lot of secrets around this. Why? Because it has to do with love life, right? And we got this 10 of Cups, right? And it's like, what? The only problem is finances, right? And that's something that they're working towards here with this Chariot. Like, even the Chariot, I said, is usually fate and fortune pulling you. There's a little bit of both going on here. Yeah, a very, very timid Page with a Cup here. We got the Hermit on this side, we got the High Priestess on this side. Right? I get the sense that this High Priestess has been left out in the code, right? We got this Hermit, and he comes off very Page of Wandsy, right? So we got this Hermit here, someone who's in Hermit mode, right? But they also got this manifesting energy with this Knight of Coins, and I like how it's like moving towards this High Priestess here who's sitting next to this Chariot, right? Left out in the cold. I don't think that even means necessarily financially conceal it. What is that? There's a card in my deck that says it's like praying for the rain while standing in the desert, right? In between them and this person. So I feel like it's more of an emotional or energetic connection that's been cut cold right now. There's definitely a cycle that needs to be let to die here, right? So that new can come in. And a humbling. With that, there's a humbling and releasing it, right? Like I like how kind of sad that is, right? Because in order to create a new timeline with somebody else, or a better timeline with somebody else, it's so you have to really acknowledge that you're letting go of an old timeline. But that's how you get back into that 10 of Pentacles energy here, right? And then we've got this King of Coins here now with the High Priestess. Oh, 7 of Swords, right? 7 of Swords, here we go. Someone's got to come clean about whatever secrets and situations that they've got going on here, right? I was holding 4 swords. What's the 4 of Swords is like that big truth. I would say the sort of truth card, right? And then he's got 3 swords in the ground, right? So there's some sort of truth that needs to come out here. as well, right? And then it could be the King of Coins and the Queen of Coins here together, right? It's got the Tower here at the end, right? This is, whatever this is, it's going to blow shit up. Yeah, it's just going to cause this, whatever this union that's coming together, this, whatever this is going to cause, it's going to be a lot of celebrating, right? I get the Three of Swords, people are going to be like stabbed in the heart over this, like there's going to be some drama queens caused about this. Why? Because you got this home foundation marriage card here right in the middle, and that's what people are working towards, right? And I believe like there is a Queen of Swords who sees all of this going down. Yep. Ace of Cups. Somebody's coming out of a heart-based center. Somebody's coming with that cup of love, right? And they're coming out of a hermit stage, right? And they're watching these three people in the past, or up to three people in the past that could be involved in their energy, and they're holding on to this cup, right? But in the end, the King of the Swords and the Queen of Swords both see what's going on here. Alright. The Sun, right? You're like, what? There's no hiding this. Please. Cannot stand Nicki Minaj. Those people are like, oh, your phone is set to the stuff that you like. I'm like, not really. Not always. I skip a lot of stuff. I don't know how half of the stuff gets on there that it does. Alright. That is 11, 17 minutes there. Getting the final words for the collective here. You want a heart, you don't know how lucky you are not to have one. Hearts will never be practical until they are made unbreakable. Tin Man's going to the wizard for a heart. Watch your step, there's shit everywhere. Yeah, there's going to be, like I said, there's going to be a lot of stepping through. It is what it is. It is what it is. Whenever anybody makes moves to make their lives better, anybody who isn't making moves to make their lives better want to create drama. And that's watch your step, there's shit everywhere. That's also, you gotta scroll past posts. You gotta scroll past things. You can't let everything bother you, right? Everything could be a trap to get you into a low vibe. You can't fall into that. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Right? That's what practicing what you preach is so important. Every inch of you is perfect from the bottom to the top. Don't ever put me in a situation where I have to show you how heartless I can be. That discomfort you're feeling is a sign to level up. Lean in. Yeah. Someone might feel like that someone's being heartless towards them too. Or, right? I think that's what it is. It could be somebody who's been hiding their emotions for a long time, and in order to do this, they have to show their emotions, but to show their emotions, and they also have to be heartless, so someone's going to get a dose of their own medicine. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again. Came this far, might as well keep going. Good Lord said he'd get me out of this, but he's pretty sure you're fucked. Someone's got to humble themselves, is for sure. There's definitely going to be some ego deaths and some things going on in timeline shifts for somebody out there. All right. Got some advice. The best advice I can give you is to keep following your synergy, keep following your guides, keep following your synchronicities, right? Remember who you are and don't blind yourself to the pain, right? And keep moving from a heart-based center. Memory, joy, success, and fracture. Definitely get that heart center opening energy here. Success, joy. Sometimes you have to break the system, you have to break the pattern, you have to fracture. There has to be that, has to make change, right? Something with memory there, something with the spiral. There's one card to go with memory. Synchronicity. Yep. Synchronicity and death. How you break cycles is by breaking them, right? You find synchronicities in the bad cycles and the good cycles. Alright, blessed be all those who walk these weird and mighty paths with me. I love y'all and I'll be back as soon as I can, I promise.